Hello, friends. Today I'm going to talk about gender dimensions and role of and impact of these gender dimensions in our society, how we see gender and role of its various dimensions in our society. First of all, let me come up with quick objectives. So we want to differentiate between sex and gender and understand their impact on women's health and also on how their productivity and how the whole economics behind it works. We want to understand how gender differences are embedded in social hierarchies and which leads to variation in power to different people and which affect their rights, their responsibilities and their roles. And we want to understand the concept of empowerment, whether this empowerment is really real or not, or are we still trapped between what women should do and what women should not do. So we will have a clear understanding and impact of what gender and sex differences are in the current way. We'll understand the hierarchical nature of gender and how these differences affect their rights, and to identify methods of application in our day-to-day area and the routine. So let's first of all see what is sex. So sex is a biological term that represents the genetic and physical identity of the person. It signifies that either you are a male or you are a female, whereas gender is a socially learned behavior and the expectation that are associated with men and women. So gender is a socially learned behavior. Let's go into further detail. Sex. It's biological. You are born with it, non-hierarchical, cannot be changed theoretically, but now the sex change is there in many countries and it is legal in certain parts of the world. Gender is socially constructed, it's not born with, it can be changed, and it's hierarchical. We'll come to it one by one. But now, first of all, I want to show you a quick video.
I'm so sorry. तुम्हारी माँ के हाथ का खाना ना।
अकेले रहते हो? संडे आ जाओ घर पे डिनर।
डैड, अच्छा बता आंटी कहाँ है?
किचन में। मम्मा, उमेश is here.
हेलो आंटी, थैंक यू सो हेलो उमेश, पूरी खाते हो? खाता हूँ ना।
Okay, so women, kitchen, the only things comes to mind. Now let's see this.
ये हो गया complete and recommended promotion list.
थैंक यू। Kiran, recommended by Rajat. Obviously. Who is Kiran? And why obvious? Sir, Kiran, star of Rajat's team. रजत उसको हर प्रोजेक्ट में ले लेता है सर. He says they make a great team. यंग है, फ्रेशर है, पर रजत को उस पर पूरा भरोसा है सर. एंड जब देखो दे आर वर्किंग टुगेदर. Not just in office, huh? They spend weekends also on work, on discussions, brainstorming sessions, some presentations. सबसे पहले ऑफिस आते हैं, सबसे लेट निकलते हैं. For them, it's all about work.
हम भी देखें रजत का रिकमेंडेशन.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, किरण को अंदर भेजना.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Who is Kiran? Why everybody is wittingly charming, smiling? Let's break the suspense.
Everyone, this is Kiran.
Why can't a woman have a recommendation? Why only a name of Kiran signifies that it could be a female and a male member of that group is giving the favors? Get back to this. So when you see biological, you're born with it. Gender is socially constructed. People tend to tell you this toy is for female, this clothing is for female, uh, this color is for male, this color is for female, what females can do, what males can't do. You are a girl child, so you should behave like this. You are a boy, so you could be little mischievous and naughty. So these are very deep rooted, stigmas which are put into our mindset since we are born, since we are like growing up in a society which is very patriarchal. That is why we are talking about for women empowerment for the last so many years, and still we cannot differentiate between what is gender and what is sex, how it can be hierarchical. So sex is non-hierarchical. If you're born, if you're a male, you are a male. If you're a female, you are a female until you do a sex change surgery through different scientific procedures and medical procedures. But hierarchical in a gender sense, suppose a girl child is dominated by an elder brother in the household in Indian society or in some other countries where patriarchy is still dominating, and that girl grows up and married to a guy, and that guy now dominates and controls, and mother-in-law, and that woman then attains age and gets child, and that her children grow up, and then she gets a bride in her home. Now that young child has grown up to a mother-in-law. Her power and her hierarchical domination also changes. So in that way, we could actually see, and I want to show you one more video. With this I'll end. Let's see where other advanced societies are also. They are also struggling and try to balance the gender stigmas which are in some advanced countries in Western world as well. It's not just India. With this I'll end up on this video. Have a look. Still ads.
Writing down my innermost thoughts.
Who is wearing so those are the challenges to address the stigma. Until then, thank you so much.